Welcome to the girls, and today we're talking turkey.
Actually, male turkeys gobble, and female turkeys, which would be a hen, they do a clucking noise.
Like what?
Cluck, cluck.
Like cluck, cluck, cluck?
Yeah, and then gobble, gobble is male. So I don't know. I don't know which one that is.
That's not clucking or gobbling.
Well,
on, Jasmine,
whichever
bring
they
on
are,
facts.
turkeys are pretty much a part of Thanksgiving, don't you think?
Oh
Yeah,
my God, I love turkey.
And so when you're planning your menu, Tom the turkey is always like the center of the
Tom?
well,
if
Tom.
it's
How did he get the name
Teresa?
Tom? How'd they get Tom turkey?
I don't know, but turkeys make you tired.
They
They
do.
do.
Turkeys
Why?
make you so tired. What?
You think it's the
called
turkey?
Tryptophan, right?
Tryptophan.
And if it's not that, it's because you don't feel like doing the dishes, so you just pretend that you're tired.
Yeah, unless you have to do the dishes and you have to clean up and you have to do the serving and you have to do the cooking and you have to do the hunting for the turkey and whew.
So on Thanksgiving, like everybody thinks of mashed potatoes and corn and all that stuff, but did you know that the first Thanksgiving did not have mashed potatoes, did not have pumpkin pies, and did not have corn on the cob? Guess what it did
Why?
have?
Because it had the pilgrims.
Lobster. I almost said lobster, but lobster, rabbit, beans, and eggs. On the first Thanksgiving.
And how'd you find this out? Were you there?
Yes, I was there on the first Thanksgiving. The first Thanksgiving lasted 3 days.
Oh.
I feel like we're getting like a
I know, I did
Well,
my research today.
Is
I
that
did my
it?
research today. It's a big holiday. The first Thanksgiving lasted 3 days.
Is that why it starts on a Thursday? So you get Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Maybe, but for me it lasts like weeks because I eat the leftovers for a
So let me get
good
this
2
straight.
weeks.
If they're not eating turkey and they're not getting tired, then they're passing gas a lot because they're eating a lot of beans, right?
Right.
And that's why they need 3 days off. There you go,
Maybe,
folks.
maybe
We're
so.
done.
Or maybe
No.
they're just super, super thankful.
Maybe it just took
For
them
the
3
beans
days to get all the food
and
together, though,
rabbit.
too, because they didn't have all the ovens
think
and
about
things
that.
that we have. But I know Thanksgiving for me is a nice time to have all the family together.
Yeah.
Don't you remember being all together with all the family? And
Yes.
just, it really doesn't matter sometimes what you're eating as long as we were just all together. But in the same token, I love all the food.
Yeah, me too, me too,
Yeah.
me too.
And
And you
speaking of
stuff
family,
yourself. Yeah.
we have our family here tonight. We
Yes,
have
we
Papa
do.
Juba in the house.
Yes, we do. Yay! Daddy's
Aunt
here.
Marsh and Aunt Mary and Kristen is here, cousin Kristen.
Yeah.
So we have our
We
family,
have a lot of
or
our
some
family
of our
here.
family here. And I know last show that Jasmine had her family here. So what do you guys do for Thanksgiving, Jasmine? Do you get together and
Yeah, and we
Do
write on
turkey
this
or-
tablecloth,
You
and
write on the
we write little
tablecloth?
messages, and then we put the tablecloth back on, and then we get to read them over the years. It's really cool.
So every year you write on your
Really?
tablecloth. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Well, I guess you have to have a white or a light color tablecloth. We can't do this on this one tonight, so we'll have to start
No,
that.
yeah, we'll have to start that. It's really cool. Then you keep coming back. You see the boyfriend you brought in the past years, and it's like, oh yeah, whoops.
You put a glass over that one?
so your side's pretty much covered up?
Yeah.
Joe, Jim,
Just kidding.
Brian, Craig.
Well, Janine, your little son made this for me, and I had to bring it because I thought it's so beautiful and it represents Thanksgiving so much. It's the cornucopia, or the horn of plenty. And
cool.
he did this so nice at school last year, and of course every year I bring out all the things that you and Sammy made when you were kids, and all the other kids, and I have Bella's things all over and Alyssa's things all over. But this one I thought was kind of really colorful and creative, how he used all the tissue paper. So I brought it with me, thought that you'd like to see that he gave that to me.
And since we're talking about family, I know with the kids, they learn about the pilgrims and the Indians, so the kids put their pilgrim hats on and their Indian hats on, so we'll be showing some pictures of that. But that's really
joke time,
neat.
joke time. Why did, no. Why do pilgrims' pants always fall down?
Why?
Because they wear their belts on their hats.
Jasmine's here all night. She did her research. I always thought you were going to say, why did the turkey cross the road or something like that?
No, not that
No?
one. No.
Very nice, very nice.
To get to the other
What
side.
else? What else?
Jeez,
do you
when
have?
I read that, I thought that was so funny, but I guess nobody else does. No. Okay, well, all right,
all
one
in the
more,
present.
one more,
All right.
one more.
Well, now-
What kind of cars would pilgrims drive today?
What kind of
What
cars?
kind of cars?
Don't know. I give up.
A Plymouth.
A
Oh, you didn't even give me time.
The Plymouth Rock. You get it?
All right. Funny. I'm
All
sure
right,
you're at
so-
home laughing.
Now, Janine, did you ever make a Thanksgiving dinner?
The turkey
how do
and
you,
the pumpkin pie.
And how do you make your turkey?
Okay, so you take the turkey, and it's so gross, but the first time I ever made this turkey, my friend was helping me carry it, okay? And we took it out of the bag, and we unstuffed it, all that goopy stuff, and I forgot, like I took all the stuff out but the neck.
Okay. And where was the neck?
You have to ungut it. So
you don't ungut it. You just take out the
take
inside.
all the insides. What? And then you put, you
they're
put
in a
oil
bag.
all over it. So we put all the oil all over this turkey, and then we were taking the turkey. Well, we put seasonings on the turkey. We put some onion and garlic and carrots and everything in the turkey's, you know, whatever.
Cavity.
Yeah.
The cavity.
What?
And
I never did that.
what? And we went to pick up the turkey, and the turkey
Flew away.
It didn't fly away, but it fell out of our hands. It was rolling all over the floor. So then I washed the turkey off. We did eat the turkey though. We washed off the turkey and we put it in the pan, and then we cooked it in one of those big. We were trying to shove it in one of those cooking bags.
I thought that when the turkeys come, they're like, they're already like, they're done and there's nothing inside of them. You just pull them apart and eat them.
When I get my turkey, you
Well,
like
the
cooking
inside,
on.
what's inside the little bag are called giblets, and if you're going to make giblet gravy or giblet
What's a
stuffing,
giblet?
giblets are like the
Yeah, it's
internal
poop.
organ little parts, like the kidney, the liver, and all those pieces, and the heart. And so you cut them and clean them real good, and then you saute them
You
with
could
garlic
clean
and
them
olive
with
oil.
anything and I still want to eat them.
You
Giblets.
probably have eaten them and don't even know they're in the stuffing.
No, they're not.
A lot of times
What?
people put them in the stuffing. Well, I
have
always
never-
save them for my dad
Now
because
I'm
he
gonna-
likes them.
threw
He
them
loves
out.
them.
Now I'm going to
But
ask
anyway,
if
so
there's
the
giblets in
turkey
which
slipped
stuffing.
and went on the floor, so then I had to wash it off, re-put it in the bag with
Don't
the
go to
flour.
Janine's, her turkey is dirty.
No.
Absolutely not. We're
Covered
eating
with
out
cat
this
hair
year.
and
And where'd you get
Everyone's invited.
You got your turkey where? Where did you just buy it?
Oh,
Or
well,
what?
I always go to Cuck's turkey farm, so we went
Oh,
there.
so you went to a turkey farm.
Yeah.
But you don't kill your own turkey, right?
Oh my goodness, no. We're going to see that happen though on today's show.
Yeah,
aren't
well,
we?
we're talking about hunting for a turkey today, and I actually went on a turkey hunt. So later in the show, you're going to see moi, get up early in the morning, go with a whole crew of guys to a special place on a turkey hunt with a special guide, Scott Bayshore, who is a master guide with a dog. That's right, we're going to hunt with a dog for a turkey.
I'm
So,
assuming a chihuahua.
You,
Jasmine and
you
I
know,
could do the sound effects.
you do the sound effects.
That's actually pretty good.
Thank you.
So,
Well, I pity
do we
the
have to wait till later or will you show us now?
Well, I show you what.
Your turkey hunt.
My turkey hunt. Well, I think maybe when we come back after the commercial, I'll show
Okay,
you
that
all
sounds
the
good to
footage
me.
because we took a lot of film, and I had Andy, our cameraman, with us. So
Oh,
we have to
Was
definitely
that
note
the
this.
turkey she caught? We'll find out.
No, stay with us. Call all your friends. We're going on a turkey hunt. You do that pretty good. So now I'm going to go out on the hunt for my Thanksgiving turkey, but I have a special guide with me that's going to take us out and do it the old-fashioned way, go out and get a wild turkey. This is Scott Bayshore, and Scott is here today with me, and we are going to take out a special guest with us as well. We're going to use a dog to go on our turkey hunt. So if you're a hunter and you're not familiar with that, Scott, thank you first of all for coming and doing this for us. And I'd like you to take it away and tell us what exactly we're going to be doing today. What are they going to see?
What we'll be doing is we'll be letting the dog run. Meg is a specially bred dog. It's Appalachian Turkey Dog, which comes from this particular breed comes from Lowry, Virginia, and it has been bred for about 50 years. This specific type of dog. But what she's trained to do is she'll range out there 75, 100, 200 yards, and she'll be looking to pick up scent of turkeys. And when they find the turkeys, it's critical that the dog barks and run into the flock and bark and scare the turkeys and scatter them apart. And then at that point, they will go into a camouflage bag, or if it's warmer, the weather's warm, I'll just throw a piece of canvas over top of them and hide the dog. She'll lay right in my lap, and you proceed to call the turkeys back in because they want to regroup. They want to get back in their groups, and then at that point, you hopefully get the turkey up close enough you can harvest the turkey. There's somewhat of a misconception still about using dog being somewhat outlawish or making it easier. And believe me, I invite anybody to come along on a hunt and try to keep up with the dog in these mountains.
Right.
And you'll find it's not an easy task.
Well, they'll see that today.
Yeah, and simply all the dog does is it'll break the birds. It'll scatter the birds, and it may, give you a little bit better break when you set up at that break site to call the turkeys back in.
But it's a great sport for the dog as well. The dog
It
is
is.
enjoying it.
That's, to me, I just love watching the dog work, and you know, interacting with the turkeys then, and really the kill is anticlimactic.
And that's what they were raised for.
Exactly,
And
they're bred for the
and the association is the American Wild Turkey Association.
The National Wild Turkey Federation is very, yeah, they are an excellent, great organization, put a lot back into conservation. I mean, it's, you know, and not only wild turkey, a lot of the projects that are done by the National Wild Turkey Federation benefit. Pheasants benefit, quail benefit, deer, the whole gauntlet, you know, it's the whole deal.
And they do a lot of nice things for the community as well.
They do. They donate turkeys at, you know, Thanksgiving. They just do, yeah. It's a great family-oriented Christian organization.
Yeah, there's a nice respect for the sport, and it's a great thing to get even the youth involved in. So
exactly.
If they're interested in doing it, you really should get your kids involved in it at an early age, get them involved in the respect for nature, respect for the sport, and as you're going to see today, it is a great sport. It's not just wild shooting.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And we're going to enjoy, hopefully, some wild turkey for
hopefully
for Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Debbie, you were rocking that camouflage.
And it was the first time she got up at like 3 a.m.
I usually go to bed at 3 a.m.
Exactly what I'm saying.
I usually go to bed at 3 a.m., but I didn't sleep all the night before because I was so excited about this hunt.
Really?
Oh my God, yeah. It was like I was going to go out in the woods to hunt for a turkey. I mean, did you ever do that?
No.
I remember
when I
going
was
with my
sick that
dad to train dogs, yeah, and the two girls, we were all supposed to go out on the turkey hunt. Well, Sleeping Beauty and Beauteous over here, of course, they couldn't make it.
I was just
doing
going to
this
bed
and
at
who was
3
doing
a.m.
that. Well, this is all that's
Left
left of
my
the
turkey
turkey
right there.
because I did get a turkey, and then the part of the turkey that was like the hard part was taking the turkey home and cleaning it. So I had to pluck all the feathers out, 1 by 2 by 4 by 8 by strips and whatever. And
You should
so
stuff this in a pillow.
I saved some of the beautiful. Look at how pretty
Beautiful.
they are. Look at.
So was it a tie? You
yourself
must have been
with them.
exhausted, like all that walking and stuff like that. That was a hike.
You know what? There was so much adrenaline pumping through my body because it was up and down this 400-acre property that this gentleman had,
Right.
this John Plowman. And of course, Scott was making it so interesting because it was not just traveling the terrain like this. We were going up the mountains, down the mountains, over the water, over. It was
the
just.
river and through the
Did you ever see Deliverance?
No.
Did you ever see any of these movies where you see the people in the deep, deep woods where they're doing all? That's what we did. I mean, it was
Like,
really.
you could've
So are
gone
you
in
ready to
house
move up to
and
like
home in an hour.
to deer now? Like, are you a hunter now?
No, I don't know. I just enjoyed being out there for the experience. The guys, first of all, I have to thank Mark Ferdinand, who initiated all of this. And he got in touch with Scott Bayshore, who is the gentleman who does the tour with the dog and the hunt and the whole bit. And then all of this was orchestrated. These guys were so
Make a fan out of these.
so great, and they were so informative They were very patient with me. They were making sure that they took care of me, and they have such a great respect for nature. You know, it was really nice to be out there. I know Andy was with us, and he's like, "Oh, are we going to be out here like about an hour?" It's almost like as if we had the appointment with the turkey.
My favorite part about that was this poop that they showed. That was funny. Yeah, to show you like you were literally out in the boondocks.
We were. And I had all the camo on, and if I looked like I was petrified, I was actually freezing. It was 30 degrees. And they loaned me all this camouflage, and I had every piece of it on. I think I had like 17 layers, but I did have my girl's t-shirt on underneath. So I was still the girl. And doing the turkey, getting everything out. When I chopped the head off, I think was the real part where I thought, you know what, the hunters really to eat what you're
better you than me, better you than me.
Well, your kids got excited when they came over and saw the turkey. They got to hold it, and you know, it was really a lot of fun.
They washed their hands.
You did the hunt, you did all the hard work, so what's left is to eat it, and when we come back, we're gonna take a bite of that turkey.
Bring on the turkey.
And the best part of all, the food. Hello.
All right.
What do we have here?
One of these things.
What do we have here?
Is doing its own thing.
Yeah.
Can you tell me which one?
Can you tell?
What?
This, believe it or not, is the turkey that we shot that you saw just in that film that we just showed, that clip.
You did a good job, though.
Yeah, and then I cleaned it and did all that. And look, and then Mia's prepared it for us. I did give it a little rub down with some oils and seasonings and whatever before they did it.
Turkey.
Yep,
it's
so
interesting.
This looks good.
It looks skinnier than this turkey.
Yeah.
Does that have to do with anything?
It's not pumped with anything, right? It's al natural.
Exactly. So some of them are pumped up like they pump them up with steroids and all that
this
stuff.
This one has some implants, some plastic surgery going on.
This is al natural.
This is all natural.
Although if it's from Cox, it's natural.
Oh, is that from Cox?
Yeah, it's a natural one too.
Okay, well then
it's just that they're bigger, and it's a different kind of turkey.
Maybe
wild
turkeys. Life. You don't know.
Yeah, but wild turkeys are just out in the wild. They're running all the time, and I think other turkeys.
They're fed better.
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay, what else do we got here?
We're going to eat good tonight. Everyone in the audience.
Well, here, you mentioned that there was fish on the first Thanksgiving, so we have wild caught salmon as well.
Okay, wild
so
salmon.
My sister Marcia gave this to me. It's a wild salmon, and it's been prepared again here at Mia's.
Now, what's the difference between wild salmon and just like ordering salmon? Is there a difference, or?
Well, if you're going to order it in a restaurant, a lot of times they're going to have it's farm raised.
Okay.
So having a salmon farm versus just going and casting.
Now, are the salmon farm kept with the cows on the farm, or?
I don't know. McDonald. Let's ask him about the farm.
This is about,
I know.
salmon, just so everyone
Now, and this is also farm-raised mashed potatoes. We have farm-raised.
All natural beans.
Well, this is something that I came up with. I'm going to show you. We had the little kids coming over, so we would make stuffing, and it was always, I never put it inside the bird because it would suck out all the juice. So instead of making that big dish because everybody wanted all the ends, I thought I'll make all ends, and I made little poppers.
Very good.
So here,
pop it. Oh, I get it. Well, this is very heavy.
It is. Well, it's stuffing. It's supposed to stuff you. You know what's in stuffing? Do you ever make stuffing?
Guess what's in there?
No,
you remember all those guts we were talking about before?
Giblets.
Shove right in there.
Is there giblets?
Eat it up.
Is there giblets in this?
Yes.
Why?
Is there giblets in here?
Yeah, I'm not going to say a word.
Well, it's really good.
Well, there you go. Now, after you eat that, you'll be able to do a turkey call. And look what you have for dessert over here.
Pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie. What is Thanksgiving without pumpkin pie? Okay, so we're very fortunate because we have all of this, but for those who aren't very fortunate, I learned something on the hunt as well. It's called Hunters Sharing the Harvest. So watch this. Okay, and now I'm with the most important person in my eyes on this entire shoot and adventure today. This is John Plowman. And John, you're not just a hunter, you are a very important person in helping to feed the hungry. You're the executive director of
Hunters Sharing the Harvest.
Hunters Sharing the Harvest. And if you don't know what Hunters Sharing the Harvest is, John's going to tell us all about it.
Well, I'd be very happy to. This program is 21 years old, the oldest one in the country and the biggest and best. And our goal is to deliver over 100,000 pounds of ground venison to the food bank network across Pennsylvania every hunting season.
And that's how many times a year?
Once a year.
Okay.
The meat materializes after hunting season thanks to the generosity of hunters who will share that extra deer. Because there's extra deer tags, you have extra opportunities afield, and everybody loves that. And there's 4 or 5 different hunting seasons for deer, depending on the equipment used in this. And all this inbound venison keeps coming till about mid-January. And it all goes through our butcher network across the state, and then the 21 regional food banks get it all collected, and they get it out to the local providers, of which there are 3,000 to 4,000 of them.
Okay, so if there are some hunters out there who are wondering how they can participate in this, are there a list of butchers? Is there a website or something they could go to look at?
Yes, we try to make it as easy to donate that deer as possible, and we can track the deer from the woods where it was bagged to the food bank where it was served, because we have a tremendous accounting system in place. But there are 125 participating butchers around Pennsylvania each year, and every year they're recontracted so we can list them on the website. www.sharedeer.org is one way to connect to our program, and there are links to all the butchers, all the volunteers in every county that are there to answer questions or help you get that deer to the butcher. And we also have a toll-free phone number. And if you do donate a deer, every year we send a thank you letter to that hunter, and he gets that decal to put on his truck. And we're now making it an annual collecting edition, so they can have a whole window full of these if they keep donating every year.
And if you're not a hunter, you can still donate.
You can still do it, and you still get a decal. Money donors get the same thing as, and our appreciation as deer donors.
Well, I know that I and the rest of the girls will be donating towards this because we're so grateful that we do have a source of food, but we want to help feed the hungry. And hopefully you'll take that same cue and visit the website at
www.sharedeer.org
and give a contribution, because you could help feed them some of the red meat that they don't normally get in the food banks. Okay, and as the Thanksgivings go by, I guess I'm more and more thankful for everything that I have, especially for my family and for the health that we have and the country that we live in. So what are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for my job. I'm thankful for my Chi-Chi, my Chihuahua. I'm thankful for my mom. I don't know, what are you guys thankful for?
Your whole family, huh?
Yeah, my whole family. I'm thankful for my whole family. What are you guys thankful for?
I'm thankful, we're all thankful to have our health, because if we didn't have our health, what would you have? Thankful for my family and having children who are healthy. You see people who go through life and their kids have sicknesses, so I'm very fortunate to have children who are healthy, and my husband. And we right now look at the storm victims from Sandy, and we see how essential it is to have the essentials. Roof over our head, running water, and food on the table. So those are the things that, freedom. We just went through an election to have our freedom and be able to, in America, exercise our right for a free democracy.
We are very deep in this conversation right now.
That's what Thanksgiving is all about.
The thing here is the fact that no matter what you have, no matter what you're sharing, you may not have this elaborate kind of a feast in front of you, but if you could reach out to somebody who doesn't have anything and share it with them, be thankful for whatever it is you have. And from our families to your families, I hope while you're watching this, I hope that you have a very happy Thanksgiving and that you'll stay tuned, because we have lots more to show you.
Can I do my turkey corn?
Sure.
Time to eat. See ya.
Bye-bye.